Hi, in this video, I'll be explaining a powerful and elegant concept in JavaScript, the guard clause. If you want to make your code cleaner and more readable, then guard clauses are for you. Let's jump right in. First, let's understand what a guard clause is. A guard clause is a conditional statement at the beginning of a function that exits the function early if a certain condition is met. This helps to reduce nested if-else statements and makes the code easier to read and maintain. Here is a basic example. We have a function getUserRole, which takes a user object as an argument and returns the user's role. First, we check if the user object exists, else the function returns user not found. By nesting our conditions this way, the code becomes more complex and harder to read. Let's move to the next check inside this condition. Next, we check if the user is active. If user is active is false, we return user is not active. If the user is active, we proceed to the next condition. This adds another layer of nesting, which makes the code even more complex. Now, let's look at the final check. Finally, we check if the user has a role. If user role is missing, we return role not found. If the user has a role, we return it. As you can see, this function checks several conditions before returning the user role. It is nested and can be hard to read. Now let's refactor it using guard clauses. Here is the refactored version of the getUserRole function using guard clauses. Let's break this down. First, we check if the user object is null or undefined. If it is, the function immediately returns user not found. By handling this condition right away, we avoid unnecessary nesting and make our code more straightforward. Next, we check if the user is active. If not, return user is not active. Again, we undo this condition immediately, preventing any further processing if the user isn't active. Finally, we check if the user has a role. If not, return role not found. After passing all these checks, we can return the user's role. By using guard clauses, we make our functions more readable and maintainable. Each condition is handled right away, which keeps the main logic of our function clear and direct. In conclusion, by using guard clauses, we make our function more readable and maintainable. Each condition is handled right away, which keeps the main logic of our function cleaner and direct. Using guard clauses like this helps us write cleaner and more readable code. Instead of deeply nested conditions, we handle each case immediately, making our functions easier to understand and maintain. That's all on refactoring JavaScript function using guard clauses. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and follow for more coding insights. Until next time, happy coding.